Hello, my name is Crystal Hennessy, and I am an exceptional student education major at St. Petersburg College. And I am here just to share some strategies with you all about helping your learners stay on focus during this very challenging educational transition period that we are all experiencing. So I just want us all to keep in mind that as much as all of our lives have been affected by recent events with the COVID-19 virus, and how it's affected everyone's schedules and livelihood, most likely. It's just good to keep in mind that our learners are going through that same stress. Their routines have been uprooted. The fear of the unknown is a reality for them as well because they're maybe hearing things on television or hearing us talk about things. So we just want to keep in mind that they're going through the same thing that we are. So while going into this educational transition, it's just important to remember to have realistic expectations for our kids. So I really want to focus on strategies for keeping our students or kids focused on the task at hand during learning time. And I would prefer to take the proactive approach on this because I feel like it's just best to try to eliminate distractions for our students. So I really want to focus on the proactive for maintaining focus. So first, I just think that it's important that you establish an area and organize it, a space in your home where your child knows that when they are in that space, they are learning and it's time to learn. Also, ideally, if you have the space, setting up centers. So maybe, you use your dining room for science and your living room for math or whatever it may be, where they can kind of move environments because it's very likely that even if they are in the same classroom all day in school, they are still getting that moving around. Just it's just good for them to move around. And so centers are ideal if you can do that. So that also will help increase motivation and maintain focus. So when you create these centers or the space for learning, just make sure that you ahead of time eliminate any distractions that might keep your child from focusing. So no phones, don't have the television on, things like that. So you just want to eliminate any distractions. Maybe video games distract them, not having them in sight, things like that. So just not even having them there to even allow them to lose focus. Some kids, if you have a stability ball, they benefit from being able to bounce instead of sitting in one solid space for a specific amount of time. So that can be really helpful too. Um, Also, you want to create a schedule, a routine. So very laid out, like this is what time we do language arts, this is what time we do math, this is what time we do science. Make it realistic. It's not going to be the same for every kid. You have the ability now to really tailor specifically to your child, which is a huge benefit. So some kids can sit there for however long and focus, and some can't. So I would suggest setting 20 to 30-minute intervals of specific learning. Set a timer that your child can see so they know. And then allow for what we call brain breaks. So whatever it is they want to do for that break that you provide them, that isn't exactly working on the curriculum, like looking at a comic book or whatever it may be, just allowing their brain to take a break from what they've been doing. And being flexible is super important. So that 20 and 30 minutes might not be realistic for your child, and that's okay. Just allow for frequent breaks and keep them consistent. Now, again, with being flexible, it's important if you notice that your child is becoming distracted at a specific time of day, schedule the breaks for that time of day. Maybe they're hungry, maybe their brain just kind of turns off at that time and they need that break. Or if you happen to notice that they're becoming or losing focus during a specific subject, change up the strategy how it's being taught. So if they're reading about something or whatever it is, make it hands-on. If they're doing something hands-on, make it a video. Change it up and see if that helps with their frustration because they could just simply being frustrated. Next, if you can incorporate physical activity, that would be the most ideal, I feel, for keeping focus and engagement in the curriculum. If you have the opportunity, they can jump rope, skip count. They can sidewalk chalk, skip count. You can hide power words around your house and do a hide and seek, and they find the power word and have to use it in a sentence. Things like that. Get them moving around. If you're not comfortable with them going outside, looking through the window and observing wildlife, recording different behaviors of animals, things like that, graphing, you can make anything educational. But what I really want to focus on is that no one knows your child or children more than you do. So really take advantage of this time to be able to tailor this learning experience specifically to benefit your child. So if they're interested in horses, let's say, there's no reason why you can't incorporate horses into everything that they're learning to make it more interesting for them. Therefore, they are less likely to lose focus. And just remember that positive praise goes a long way. So we really don't want to wait for them to lose focus to kind of nag at them or whatever, try and get them back on focus, but rather really praising them for doing such a great job in this stressful time for staying on focus. So I hope this information is helpful for you, and I hope that everyone stays healthy during this very stressful time. And good luck to everyone. Thank you.